Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Well, this is a quick vlog. It's Bank Holiday Monday, so just a quick one today. See who's on. And oi, says Dank Music. How are you? Sorry, it's a little bit late. I was just replying to a few tweets. Hi, Chadder. How are you, mate? Hi, Ali Mohammed. Yes, England's finest. How are you, buddy? South Sudan, the South Sudan Massive is in the house. Happy birthday, Laporte, says Fantaranjan official. Is it his birthday today? Well, big happy birthday from Man City Fan TV to Aymeric Laporte. Don't say hello, Andy, you'll get in trouble. Oh yeah, forgot. I'm not allowed to say hello or interact with fans. Apparently somebody tweeted, replied on here saying, why do you keep saying hi to everybody? And I said, well, what do you want us to do? Just ignore everyone and just like the sound of our own voice. That's not going to happen. I'm sound, mate. Weather's nice. Good. Not nice here. Cloudy. Ali Mohammed Khaldoon, the legend. What a guy, yeah. Hope you've seen part 2. Zanzibar, East Africa. What's that? Ibiil. Wakas. Wow, first one on from Zanzibar, mate, so well done to you. Daniel Neyman, I watched the 2 videos with our beautiful chairman, I loved it, it was great. He talked about facts, he did. Isn't John Stones' birthday tomorrow? No idea, mate. Might be. Khaldoon's very intelligent chairman, given the interview he gave yesterday, yeah, and today. The second one, part 2, if you haven't seen it, was out about 2.5 hours ago, so you need to go if you've not watched it. Bring receipts from Oklahoma City, USA. Wow, don't think we've had anyone from Oklahoma, so well done for coming on here. Bring receipts. He gave them straight facts, he did. Such an amazing Khaldoon interview it was. Yeah, Laporte is 1 day older than Stones. You know Zanzibar Island? No, mate, I've never been. I must admit, it's one of the few. No, I've not been to loads of places, but I've not been to Zanzibar. No, I haven't. I'd love to go. Wasn't Freddie Mercury born there? McCund, hi Andy, how are you? JTR35. Thought you were watching Derby Villa. Lampard is losing 1-0. I know, I've just seen it coming through now. I've been out. I've been done a video this morning, and then I've had to go out, it run over the video, and then by the time it was edited and put on the channel, I was rushing around late. I had to go somewhere, so just got back and thought I'd do this quick video, so apologies if it's 5 minutes later. So, was Khaldoon pointing towards Man United? I think that one of the clubs plus Liverpool and a few others. Hi Ray, Robert Lang, why do you keep saying hi Ray? What do you think of Sane? Rumours for me is irreplaceable. There's no one like him. We spoke a lot about the Sane stuff yesterday, I'll be honest with you. Sorry, don't really want to repeat old ground because we did it yesterday. Khaldoon didn't shy away from big questions. Loved the guy. Kiam, yeah, he didn't. He answered them straight up. So Gio, finally, hey, you're on, mate. Hey, how are you, mate? McCunn, Derby of Villa. Well, I said beforehand Villa, only because Villa's a really nice ground. I like going to Villa. So it'd be great for Villa for next season if they're in the Premier League. A real traditional club, and got a fantastic. I love Villa Park. So yeah, but I don't like John Terry. So obviously I like Lampard because he played for us and what a great player he was. But yeah, selfishness about going next season to Villa Park. So I hope Villa go through. Jay Fresh, chairman talk facts. I was telling friends, same thing, absolutely. Khaldoon, best chairman, Ashkis says, yeah. How you doing, says Norman Roman. I'm all right, buddy, how are you? Daniel Neyman, Man City is planned football club with so much success in the last decade, and everyone's trying to stop us with nonsense, absolutely. Glad you're well, Sergio. Sane isn't going to City, I'd like to keep him, let's hope so. Eva La, how are you? Good that you're back on. Might someone be looked annoyed during the parade interview? Yeah, he got a bit pissed off with me, I think. No, I think he just had enough, if I'm honest, because obviously everyone's grabbing him and things like that. And I think what had happened was he was on stage talking about Vinny Company, Well, where we were, I was too busy interviewing other people, and you couldn't. The sound system was garbage, if I'm honest with you. You couldn't really hear everything that was going on. And he'd come off stage, and then he was walking around, and I grabbed him, and I think he just got a bit sort of like, I'd already interviewed him on a live stream, and he was lovely, but I think he just sort of was like, same question again, and But anyway, he's a nice fella. Brian Gardner, Handy, PS, the club that complained to. PSG are the club that complained to UEFA about City. I don't think it'd be PSG. I know there's the Qatari, Abu Dhabi stuff, but I doubt if it'd be them. Hi guys, Bernard Deneen, how are you? Why don't you like Terry? For obvious reasons. Andy, the Khaldoon interview was good. He's very well spoken, he is. Hi, King of Assists. Oh, not seen you for a while, mate. How are you? Have you heard from True Geordie? No, I haven't. He's not replied to my tweet. Hey, finally. Kick the kids out, Rick Davis. I'm good, mate. I'm glad you're on. Finally, you've caught a live vlog. I hope not kick them outside. Kick them into a room or somewhere like that. Bernard, True Geordie fellow, Oil CCC has put thumbs up today. Oh, has he? I don't know. David Silva, Qatar, yeah. We briefly touched on it yesterday, and I can't see it happening. I really can't. Hello, Andy. How are you? Says Naraj. I'm very good, mate. UK Misfit. I ate United. Kian says Khaldoon dismantled Tebas. He did. David Silva's going, you reckon, Ali? Maybe. Well, you said David Silva's going and then maybe. Robert Lang says, Andy, when is the crossbar challenge? I don't know yet. We'll sort something out. We're just too busy doing other stuff, end of season stuff and things. We don't even have time to even have a chat about that. 24 watching, 5 likes, dislike, 1 dislike, not good enough. That's True Geordie. Great response from the chairman. Spot on. Yeah, I mean, it's bank holiday Monday, so I'm not expecting everybody to be around today. Yeah, what were your thoughts on Khaldoon? I mean, I thought it was really interesting. We did the video this morning. The video we did this morning, me and Ray were going to originally do a video solely about the part 1 interview, but then we said, well, let's wait until part 2's come out. And in the meantime, I'd been speaking last week to somebody called Seri, and his Twitter handle is Seri D Puchardis, and you'll find it on the below the video, the link. And he's also got another one. I think it's Ceremony or Ceridomi or something like that. And he tweeted something last week, like a week ago, last Monday, and it was a really brilliant tweet, and he backed it up with about another 10 tweets, and all City fans got on top of it and said, wow, that is just amazing tweet, and blah blah. And he did a breakdown about why fans are so salty against Man City and things like that. So I contacted him last week and I said, look, it's really interesting, do you want to come on the channel? So the only days we could do it was this morning. So me and Ray did a Skype call with him. He's in Nigeria, and he does a lot of sort of football analysis and things like that, scouting. And we talked about, we went through those tweets that he posted last week that a lot of big City Twitter followers went on the back of and said, that is amazing tweet, and can I use some of your content and things like that. So we went through it. If you've not seen the video, it's on our channel. Put it out a couple of hours ago. And yeah, it was really interesting. The Wi-Fi wasn't fantastic, but it's legible. You can hear it. I should say audible, not legible, but it's you can hear it. And yeah, it was really interesting. Really interesting video. And I was asking about his tweets and what he thought about how City, had changed from 15, 16, 16, 17 to where we are today and things like that. And it was absolutely fascinating chat. And so far on Twitter, it's got loads of really positive comments. So go and have a check out of it. Like I said, it's out on the channel. Put it out a couple of hours ago. So thank you to Seri for coming on the channel. It was really interesting. So we were talking not only about the tweets, but I was asking him questions when he'd not heard the Khaldoon interview, the part 1. So I was sort of everything that Khaldoon was basically saying was things that he was talking about in his tweet last week. That's why I thought it was a really nice thing to look at Khaldoon's part 1 interview when we did it, because we hadn't seen part 2 at the time, and link it back to everything that Seri was saying was exactly what Khaldoon said in his interview. So it just worked out really well. So go over and check that out. Give it a thumbs up, like, whatever. But anyway, Khaldoon. What a wonderful sort of 2-part interview. It's always the same every season. You know, you want to see the player interviews and things like that, but you see a lot of those all season. The one thing that you're always looking out for is when Khaldoon speaks, because he's so intelligent, so clever, so, erudite, and just to the point with regards to what the fans want to know. And there were some great questions that came out, answers that came out of the questions that Chris Bailey did with him. So the first thing he was talking about was obviously, he was talking about the formidables, or the 3+1 or whatever else like that. But I thought his take on the questions that were asked with regards to the consistency and the fact that he said we have a system and we plan early. There's no surprises. We have a scouting system that is done early on with Cheeky, Pep and Ferran. And before the season is even over, we've already identified the targets that we actually want. And he said you can see the correlation from where we've been in the past, where we've been okay to successful, but it's now kicking into the point of 6 trophies in 2 seasons, 99 points over, average over 2 seasons. So he said, it was interesting listening to him talking about the way that this planning process has occurred, and now we're seeing the fruits of it. So what were your thoughts? Let me go back and have a... Sorry, I'm just getting things coming up. Let me have a look at what you guys think. Sick to death of hypocrites slagging our spending. Have they got Alzheimer's? Kinalfi, yeah. So that's what we were talking about with Seri, about it. And it was also interesting, what I thought was the fact that in part 1 of Khaldoon's interview, he actually turned around and said, we're not going to apologise for the fact of the mistakes that other clubs are making. And I thought that was a really interesting point, because he's right. We only look at ourselves. We're not bothered about what Liverpool do, what Chelsea do, or Arsenal do. It was interesting, he said, we're not going to apologise because of what we do, because of the mistakes that other clubs make. And with the Seri interview we did before, he was saying all the clues are there. If a club wants to follow the Man City model, which has now been proven to be extremely successful, the clues were all in that Centurions documentary. But people are too lazy to go and look at it. And what they want to do is just slag City off for money and things like that. So, brilliant interview. The man has class. It was John Grogan. My cun makes me laugh, mate. My cun's quite funny. Gary Dineen, what makes me laugh is when people make comments about financial fair play and they don't understand the actual ideologies of finance. The City Group adds a bunch of fly-by-night. Yeah, I know, I agree. Extremely intelligent and well-versatile run business. And well, they run some of the most successful businesses in the world. And they think... I'm sure opposition fans, and I'm only sort of, I'm sure there are lots of intelligent opposition fans out there that know properly the full concept of the way the CFG is run. But it's like they think that, oh, here is Sheikh Mansour who sits on some throne in Abu Dhabi, and his family have said, here's 50 billion. Go and do whatever you want. Go buy some cars and nightclubs and yachts. And oh, by the way, if you want to buy a club, buy a club. And he goes, oh, I'll throw a couple of billion at this. And I don't realise that Sheikh Mansour, in his own right, runs some of the most successful businesses in the world. In the world. Like I've said on previous videos, the fact that he bailed out Barclays Bank in the UK so that the taxpayer didn't end up footing the bill because the government would have had to have bailed them out. And he ended up making 1.6 billion in 9 months from that deal, you know, which would have cost us, the taxpayer, even more than that eventually. And so that money he just threw into Man City. And you look at how Khaldoon talked about the investment in the City Football Group and the other teams and the clubs and the, whatever. I mean, these are not stupid people. Our chairman, is chairman and CEO of Mubala, got shares in Ferrari. This is our chairman, not our owner. This is not our owner. This is our chairman. He's a successful businessman in his own right. So makes me laugh because it makes them look stupid when they come out with oil money and things like that. The money that has been put into Manchester City was put in by the profit made by the investment in bailing out Barclays Bank. Forget the other business interest that he's got across the world in there. So, this is nothing to do with oil money. Nothing to do with oil money whatsoever. And I think Khaldoon was right when he turned around and said in his interview that, for the fact of somebody to come out, certainly the La Liga sort of knob jockey to come out and talk about PSG and Man City in the terms that he did was about, he thinks it's disgusting that it's all about ethnicity, and I agree with him. I think it's disgusting, but he absolutely shot him down. Let me go back and see what else we've got. Great when he asked by Chris, would the group consider taking ownership of a lower league English team like they did in China? And he said there is only one team in England. Yeah, absolutely. Khaldoon needs a song. Definitely. Chris Baker, get one written, mate, and let's get it on Man City Fan TV. Yanks don't want to follow our model. That's why they turn to slagging us in the media. They are in for it's about money. You're absolutely spot on, Keon. It's not about sustainability over 10, 15 years and things like that. They're in and out. If they make enough money, you look at the Glazers. If somebody came in and really offered them what United should be worth, it looks like Villa are 2 up now. So Villa are going through by all accounts. McGinn, I think, has scored. Then they will sell. They will sell. But the problem being is that while they can keep taking money, drip feeding, they're taking money out of United all the time, and they've got their own business interest in other things. They're not really that interested in the football club as long as it's making them some money. That's the difference between the two. Newcastle will be top 4 soon, says Martin Sheridan. Hey, yeah, true Geordie won't be complaining then, will he? Look at the amount of jobs that the City Group have generated, a huge amount. And not only that, but homes, investment in the surrounding area around the Etihad. Need this signing thing over? Don't know. We'll see. It's one of those. We're not on the inside. We don't know, Jamie. We don't know when this is going to be resolved. Apparently this week they're going to sit down, so it could be today or tomorrow. They're going to sit down. I think Pep was back in Barcelona yesterday. So I think they're going to sit down. They're going to start talking about it. So I would say by the end of the week, we'll probably get more of an idea. FFPR will prevent Newcastle from reaching our levels as they cannot make. Yeah, that's the only downside, and I don't think they'll have the investment that we had because this guy I don't think is anywhere near worth what Sheikh Mansour is, even though he's his cousin. Still very, very wealthy, but to just be able to invest in infrastructures which are outside FFP rules and things like that. I know Newcastle have got a great stadium already, but you're talking about being, for training facilities and things like that, and bringing in people that can sell the club to bring in investment. Having a Ferran Soriano at Newcastle, that type of level of infrastructure to start with will reap its rewards in maybe 2-3 years time. So I assume if Arab takeover at Newcastle with FFP belongs, it's going to have to be a long-term project. It won't be something that they can jump straight into. Tabas starts worrying about his precious Liga. Yeah, that's all he's interested in, and that shows you. I mean, I think Khaldoon said it, didn't he, in his interview, and he said, the fact that don't forget, this type of language being used is also a slight on the Premier League. The Premier League is the best, most competitive league in world football and has the best commercial value in the world. Now, clearly, he doesn't like that. He really don't like it. And that comment by Khaldoon will hurt him. It really will. It was a very clever comment and statement made by Khaldoon. But plus, Khaldoon is also looking at it going, let's get the Premier League on our side, clearly, because he is trying to hurt the Premier League, because City are the Premier League champions 2 years in a row. We have, like he rightly said, we have 4 English teams, Premier League teams, in the finals of the Europa League and the Champions League. That shows you how strong. And isn't it ironic that when we have 4, Premier League teams in the finals of the Europa League and the Champions League, suddenly we get the likes of Tabas and others all start whining and whinging. Now, if that was Barca Real and Atletico Valencia or whatever occupying those 4 spots in the finals, he wouldn't be coming out complaining. He wouldn't be saying anything, nothing, not a thing about it. It's just the fact that he knows now there's been a dynamic shift in power. And we had it probably 10 years ago or something, and then we drifted off and it was back to Spanish football. But the last 2 seasons, with Liverpool being in the final, last year in again, this year now we've got Spurs as well, and then the Arsenal-Chelsea in the Europa League. There's a massive power shift, and he's worried. He's very, very concerned about his job, about his profile. So that's all it is. He's just whining, whinging, and it was great to hear Khaldoon put him in his place. Debt should be involved in FFP also. Well, that's a good point, but I think most clubs have a very small debt. I know that people say we're debt free, but I think we've got something, I can't remember, is it like 30, 40 million or something like that? But as far as sort of level debt, we are free of it. Cosmic Baggy, Khaldoon should be the next James Bond. That's cool, and he's ruthless, he is. Smithy68, Andy, I think Khaldoon knows Liverpool's sticky fingers are behind a lot of his course. Course they are. Absolutely, course they are. We know with the Tariq Panja article coming out, if that wasn't pushed by Fenway and JW Henry, then I don't know what is. As you know, FSG used to, used to have shares in the New York Times and things like that. Yes, they were sold off to minority shareholders, but we don't know who they are. They could still be people within the FSG group who own shares in in the New York Times. And you're telling me on the day that City, win the Premier League title, that hasn't been pushed from somewhere over the pond? Yeah, right, bollocks. If you disagree with that, then you're talking garbage. So, yeah, we know Liverpool are all over it. Kiam, True Jolly will be fighting against FFPR next week. Actually, no, he won't. He wants the Red Clicks, absolutely. Robert Lang, has Chris Welch said sorry to you yet? Nope. Ash Keith, invite him on your channel and just grill him. You know what? I couldn't even be asked talking to him. He's like a big knobhead, if I'm being honest with you. I haven't got time for him. All he's interested in clicks. It's clicks, 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 and I don't want to give him any more air or oxygen to feed his ego. So no, I'm not even interested in having him on our channel. Adventure Marawero, I still need Sane. I don't want him to go. I don't think anyone wants him to go, mate. I think we're just going to have to sit back, chill out, relax, and just leave it in the hands of Khaldoon, Ferran, Cheeky, and Pep to try and convince him to sign. If he doesn't want to, as long as the sale is done quickly and we get the right type of money, he'll be gone. It's that simple. Will Newcastle be allowed to throw money at it with the sanctions and not in the Champions League? They won't be able to throw money at it in the FFP terms. They've still got to comply with that. But like I said, they'll be able to throw a load of money at infrastructure which is outside of FFP regulations and rules. So, get the foundations right to build a house on it, or the future house on it. So it will certainly bring them a really good platform to build in the future. Get better sort of sponsorships, deals, things like that, branching out into all regions of the world and things like that. So, they're not going to be able to just come in and go, oh, here we go, here's £500 million to buy £500 million worth of players. That ain't going to happen. But they'll be able to invest in proper sort of infrastructure within the club, proper sporting directors and things like that. Maybe he'd be able to invest in the manager, a new manager, or keep Rafa or whatever it might be, but start building from the ground upwards. Where at the moment they've sort of been in limbo for so long. Juventus agent said the internet is absolutely absurd and that they have not contacted Pep within 6 months. Well, I just posted on Twitter about, 30 minutes. Oh, getting it right. Bit of thunderstorm activity going on here. I think I retweeted Guillem Balaguer's post on Twitter where he said after the rumours about the Juventus stuff, he spoke to Juventus and he spoke to up to 10 people who had high-level people involved with Juve and Man City, and all of them turned around and said, it's absolute garbage. It's interesting that he did say on his vlog that the shares in Juve had jumped to 5%, and he sort of winked and, so Juve have obviously done this to try and just create a little bit of something, and if your shares jump by 5%, somebody cashes in somewhere on that. But they said it's absolute garbage. It's nonsense, which we've said all along. It's nonsense. I agree with the chairman. We're not the one to blame for the museum teams to give Ashley new contracts that are looking for better players. Blue Heart, 125 years without history. Another lie the media and fans of other clubs throw at us. The chairman put it straight as well. Absolutely. I think he was quite vociferous in repeating that several times. 125-year history. Lallana's rumours to Man City. Lallana's rumours to Man City. Don't think so. If it was 4 Spanish teams, the headlines would be about how good Spanish football is. Absolutely. No transfer rumours are true. It's all made up crap. 94.5% of it. I've always said this on that study that came out. Showed that there is absolutely no substance whatsoever in transfer rumours. 1.5% of them they come through, and the bits in the middle are all sort of links to maybe. So most of them are absolute crap. And if you listen to it, I mean, you only have to look at yesterday and today. We were linked with Yuri Tielemans, and the actual quote from whoever it was in the Sun, I don't think it was Martin Blackburn, I think it was somebody else, had said that Pep was in absolute awe of his performance in May against City. I was there. It was garbage. It was absolutely garbage. So if Pep had actually said that performance by Tielemans against City at the Etihad the other week, he was in awe of it. I don't know what Pep's looking at, because he was crap. He was absolutely crap. He was non-existent. So just made up garbage, nonsense that they come up with. So ignore it. I won't mind Newcastle getting investment. I like what they bring to Premier League, but of course, True Geordie will surely switch to Liverpool. Yeah, if they get the investment, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to be all over his case. I'm going to be following him and finding out what he actually has to say about it. Salt incoming from every rival incoming. Now we're getting the greatest team, absolutely. Are you getting Rabin on the show? No, we did invite him. Contacted him last week, if I'm honest. And I've been speaking to him all last week and over the weekend. And because of the job that he does, he's got to be very careful with his identity. And I can't go into too many details about that. But he was a bit concerned about coming on camera. And I said, look, we can possibly take you off camera and make it audio. And he said, let me have a think about it. And then anyway, in the meantime, he'd had an offer from Sam to go on the 9320 podcast. And he said, look, they did ask me first, and I just ignored it. And then obviously you came back and asked us, and I think I should give them the offer first. But I'll if you want me to come on again, maybe in a week or two's time, I'll come on. I will come on at some point, and then we'll decide how we're going to do it. But I said to him, look, I'll be honest with you, I'd rather you not come on the channel, because if you're going on 9320 podcast, all you're going to do is repeat the same, regurgitate the same stuff, questions that we're going to ask you. So Good luck with the 9320 podcast. I think that's going on next weekend. I think that's why we wanted to get him on early. But we'd rather him not come on the channel, if I'm being honest, if he's going on the 9320 podcast, because we'd just be talking about the same thing. And we're not sure whether we can show his face or whatever. So it ended up not really being for us, if I'm honest with you. So that's why we got Seri on the channel. Do you feel Khaldoon was sending a message to other teams saying about protecting our league? Yeah, I do. I think he absolutely was, Ava. Bernardini, bloody hell, 9 thumbs down. I've got 26. I'm just looking now. Is that right? I've got 26 thumbs down. That's got to. I don't think we've ever had 26 thumbs down in the history of Man City Fan TV. I think that's got to. We've really irked the big meathead up in Newcastle. 27 now. There you go. So that's good. We're definitely boiling some piss on this channel. So keep them coming, Geordies. It's obviously true Geordies followers are giving it a thumbs down. So yeah, 28. Let's get them thumbs down up. Get them up as high as you can. Keep giving. Actually, swap over. Don't give it a thumbs up for today's video. Give it a thumbs down. Swap over now and give it a thumbs down. Let's get this the highest thumbs down video we've ever had on Man City Fan TV. Because clearly we're pissing on his chips big style. So which is funny. Which is good. It means we're doing our job. What else have we got? We could be blood related to Newcastle if the deal gets through. Oh, English Mastiff. True Geordie won't like that. 10 thumbs down. No, I've got 33. There you go. Swap them over. Get them swapped over. Andy, I really enjoyed the season review the other day with you, Ray, a Man City fan. Yeah, thank you for that, Robert. Yeah, it was good. It was great doing it. I can see City and Newcastle doing deals together. Academy players, maybe. MCFC barcodes. 95% agree. Navarash, Andy, what's the issue with Zinchenko? What's he done wrong now? Any idea? I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Lallana to City, what the heck? I know, I've never heard of that one. Colin Bello, red kick to get us out. Relegation, no history, my ass. Lallana, who's he? Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. Who Lallana is you're on about. Can you see who's leaving? Thumbs down, Andy. Getting silly today. Oh no, just go over and give it a thumbs down. It's fine, absolutely fine. Everyone, give it a thumbs down. Change your votes and give it a thumbs down. We'll do it for this video. It's no problem whatsoever. We're not in it for thumbs up, thumbs down. I think we will only sign 2 players in this window. Interested. I think we might sign more. I'll be honest with you. I think we might sign 4. Must have been Chris Welch's fake account. It's probably got about 40. Or it's probably got 43 we're up to now as I'm talking. So it's probably got about 43 fake, 42 fake accounts, and then there's True Geordie. Team Loans is non-existent versus us. We'll be aiming higher. I hope so. Yeah, I hope we are. Switch to thumbs down. Do you mean I'm only Geordie? Yeah, that's him. Robert is whack on. I think City will own half of the Premier League teams in 10 years' time. Wouldn't that be great? That'd really piss people off. Should Harry Kane play in the UEFA Champions League final if he's fit? If he's fit, I don't know. It's up to Spurs, I guess. I think if he's fit, they'll play him. Thumbs down for the champions. Thumbs down for the champions. Well done. Bernard Deneen, well done. That's brilliant. Yeah. Thumbs down for the champions. Thumbs down for the champions. Yeah, you still not a fan of Zinchenko being first choice left back, Andy? No, not if Mendy's fit, mate. I hope you're feeling better, Brad, by the way. No, definitely not. If Mendy's fit, Mendy should be first choice. Football Blues, who are you speaking about and couldn't come on your channel? We're talking about Rabin, City_Rabin. Thumbs down for the empty seats. There you go. We could have that one as well. We've got to come up with some chance, surely. My mobile's showing 1732. 32 thumbs up. I'm getting on here on my laptop, 44 thumbs down. So well done, people. Dislikes, destroy YouTube, promote the video, Andy. I don't care, mate. I'm not interested. I'll be honest with you. Andy, can we give feedback to our club website? It's getting worse and worse, on opinion. Very good point. And maybe that's something we will, maybe we'll try and talk to a couple of people. But the only problem being is that they're a little bit sort of like that with somebody else. So the City Matters group really needs to pick this up. Maybe we'll speak to Colin Savage again about Press Switch Blue, about the website, because you're right, it's absolutely crap. Can I please ask a serious question, please? Of course you can. No, and Andy, do you remember when anything of the Villa team not won the European Cup? I mean, would history remember the Spurs team if they win? Such a one-off thing. Yeah, it is. Especially if you're going back, you know, it was 80. I remember the team. But you're going back, what, 20 or 34 years, 35, 36 years. You know, Will you remember the Spurs team in 36 years' time? I guess Spurs fans will, but not many. Are you going to the Community Shield? Yes, probably. Probably will do. Depends if I'm away or not. Mandy is made of milk and honey. Blue Heart. The job Zinchenko has done, though, must mean we use him in all competition throughout the season. Yeah, I agree. I think he's a great utility player. Why you got more dislikes than likes? What did I miss? Because we asked for them. Don't know. We were talking. We were talking about, I don't know, True Geordie, and then suddenly, because we were taking the piss out of True Geordie, the thumbs down just went. So we said, "Oh, thumbs up." Thumbs down for the champions, somebody said. So I asked everybody to give it a thumbs down. That's the reason why it's nothing, no major headaches. We're not, you know, it doesn't affect our channel whatsoever. So I know somebody said before, oh yeah, but thumbs down, YouTube don't like it. Things, not bothered about what YouTube think, if I'm honest with you. So if you want to give it a thumbs down, go on, there you go. Well, we're up to 51. We're up to 51 at the moment. So well done, everyone. What have we got here? Agreed, the City Webby has got work. Oh, it's been crap section for about 2-3 years. Since they changed it over to Wix. I don't know whether that was just a software thing or whether they... Oh no, it's all right. Give it a thumbs up there. Don't worry about it. It makes no difference. Since they changed over for Wix, it just went like that. Absolutely went downhill. No idea why. Robert Lang, thumbs down for the best City channel on YouTube. Thumbs down. Is there a thumb fire drill? Is there a thumb fire drill? Hi Andy, what a great chairman we have. Brilliant interview. Come on, City. Absolutely, Tony. I think the City website is like that because it's Wix Design, one of our sponsors. Yeah, it's rubbish. 82. What's 82? Chris Baker, what are you talking about? Was it 82? Are you talking about the Villa? So it was, what, 37 years rather than 36. Bishwo's opinion's all right. Why is it always Liverpool fans, Istanbul, Kiev, Barcelona, Roma? Why? Because they're delusional. They're a cult. It's that simple. And when it's driven from the cult, is driven from the top. It's like, I always call their manager Jurgen Karash. It's like, you know, the Waco siege, you know, mentality. It's like just brainwashing their fan base. I mean, you only have to listen and read John from the Anfield Rap and something on Twitter yesterday. I mean, it was, oh my God, it was so embarrassing. It just was embarrassing. I just can't believe that. I'm sure there are lots of Liverpool fans out there that turn around and sort of go, what is he talking about? But there are so many thousands of them that just, oh yeah, it must, because they say that, either the club says this. You only have to look at last week, sorry. I think there were some like 30 articles from the Liverpool Echo. This is a newspaper. I know it's in Liverpool, but, you know, talking about if for goals outside of the box, Liverpool would have won the title. If it was about fantasy football teams, Liverpool would have won the title. I mean, it's like, if you've got your national, like the Manchester Evening News, saying that to you day in, day out, day in, day out, eventually, like David Karash and the Waco, people will start listening to it, and that's why the cult FC. Just delusional fan base. I think being too patient with Mendy. You honestly don't think he fits the bill, Umar? Really? I disagree with you there. Laporte is built like a fridge. Andy, which team are you going supporting in Europa League and also UEFA? Oh, UEFA, you mean the Champions League? Champions League Spurs every day of the week. Oh, God, my Lord. Yeah, of course I'll be supporting Spurs. I'm not bothered about the Europa League, if I'm honest with you. I've been really truthful with you. I don't really care who wins it. I'll be perfectly blunt. I'm honestly not. For the first time, obviously, we've got two English teams in the Europa League final where you sort of go, not fussed. If it was Liverpool versus Chelsea, I'd want Chelsea to win. If it was United versus Arsenal, I'd want Arsenal to win. But Chelsea, Arsenal, not bothered in the slightest. You know what? I don't even think I'll watch it, if I'm honest with you. But I'll be honest with you. I'll watch the Champions League final, but I don't even think I'll watch the Europa League final. That's how much it's sort of, I'm not fussed about it. Head bumps. Hi, Andy. Hope you're well. Love watching your vlogs and continue to enjoy them. Thank you very much, mate. Godwin says Spurs 4, Liverpool 2. That'd be a great game. I thumbs up, said don't worry about it, saying. Won't hold it against you if you give us a thumbs up. How much do you think we've got in the transfer wallet? I think they're going to be sensible. I think we could quite easily go to 200, 250. But I think if they're going to reach that level now, they'll probably need to recoup money. Probably 100 of that, if I'm being honest with you. So I reckon if Sane stays, you're looking at about 150 million. There, 100 to 150 million. So I would suggest, it depends on the players. Depends on the players to buy. The rumours are again today that the Bruno Fernandes thing is looking like it's almost certain. They're really pushing it strong in Portugal, and basically saying that that the club and the player have agreed on a €50 million offer. The player and his agents have agreed on a 50 million offer from an English club, which suggests it's Man City. But the club is not confirming that or not, because we know that they want to go to €70 million for him. But there are several stories that all of them are pointing towards Manchester City as getting Bruno Fernandes, which sort of leaves me in a bit of a predicament, because are the David Silva rumours really true or not? I don't know. Obviously, Rodri is the player I think that we want above anything. So we'll see. We'll see. We're going to do some more videos later on in the week on transfer rumours. Does True Geordie? No, you're here. Waco. Thumbs down if True Geordie is a bell end. Cheers, Chris. Whenever I watch our chairman, I feel like we're all mates fighting for the same cause. Absolutely. Look, check out the video if you haven't, that we did with Seri earlier. We were saying the same thing. We're like this little small unit, this team, this cohesive unit that communicates to each other non-stop, where other clubs just don't seem to buy. You look at the United as an example with Woodward and everything else. How are you, Kevin Molam? Good. Help for the thumbs down, please, Gertie. Blue Heart, being a City supporter is brilliant. It is. You can't beat it, mate. Wish I could watch all the time, but I have to work. No problems, buddy. You can always catch them back. It'll be live again. Right, we've got 5 minutes left. We're going into 5 minutes of injury time. So, what else have we got on here? Section. The Echo stories were hilarious. If Amoon had been waxing and not winning, Liverpool would have won the league. Absolutely. I don't agree on violence on anyone, but why are they being targeted on Istanbul, Kiev, Barcelona, Roma? I don't know. You're on about Liverpool. Why are they targeting on Istanbul, Kiev, Barcelona, Roma? Are you talking about Liverpool fans or something? Bishwo's opinions are always right. Let me know. I don't know what you're sort of referring to. Maybe I've missed something else. Fit Mendy's one of the best left backs in the world. He was amazing for Monaco. He was been brilliant for us. Looking forward to a fully fit, full interrupted season for Mendy. I hope so. So do I, Sergio. Top player. And are you thinking what I think? You think I'm thinking? No, don't. This is getting very cryptic now. Blue Heart, bet it's brilliant supporting City. It is. It's great. We love it. Yeah, the ups and downs and whatever it is, we take it. We're City fans. We take what we get, and that's it. We're happy with it, one way or the other. Godwin, I'm thinking the same, mate. I'm losing the plot here. Metal rocks me. I feel the same as you about the Europa final, Andy. Not bothered. Be Spurs fan for one night for the Champions League. Yeah, me too. I've never disliked any video. Dream come true, really. Thanks, Andy, for that. No, you're welcome. For some reason, I can't put a thumbs up, so here's my... Thank you, head bumps, don't worry. Glenn Mountain, King Khaldoon's at the wheel. He absolutely is. Is there not a thumb cap? Is there not a thumb? Can't be asked option. Yes, Liverpool fan I'm talking about. Did you get any company goodbye videos? No, still nobody sent them. I can't believe not one of you bastards have actually sent a video. Not one single video. You know, Tackle for Manchester and Vinny are going to be very upset with City fans. Villa promoted 1-2-1. Good. I'm glad they've gone through. Right. Let me just, before I can, Bishwoes, Liverpool fan I am talking about. And you were talking before about Kiev, Istanbul. I think what you're referring to, what are you thinking about? Why do people target Liverpool fans using things like Kiev and Roma? And it's because of the violence that has occurred. You know, don't forget, there's been a lot of violence by clubs all over Europe, but don't forget, Liverpool fans got us in the UK, got us banned for 5 years because of the violence. Couldn't even enter European competitions because of them. You know, and some of the things that have happened have been absolutely disgusting to their fans. And don't get me wrong, you know, the Sean Cox thing and everything else. I mean, it was disgraceful. But you know, they play this card that, you know, something happens to them, then oh my God, the walls fall apart. Things like that. They forget about what they've done in the past, their history when it comes to things like that. So, you know, it's wrong all round. I agree with you. Violence is wrong all round, and nobody wants violence at anything. But you know, it's if you talk, I'm just trying to. I'm not talking about. I'm trying to answer you. What I think is your question that you asked as to why do people always bring up Kiev and Istanbul and everything else and Rome and whatever, or maybe their fans sing about it. I've no idea. I'm guessing. It's been a cryptic day today. Maybe it's because of all these thumbs down. What's he got? I'm going to have to Google that. Bernardine, we love you, Vinny. We're just shy. How good is Rodri? Very good. Not embarrassed by admitting I've not seen him play. Can't remember ever seen him play. Seen him a few times. I must admit, I've not seen tons of him. I really haven't. I've seen him a couple of times play, and he was good. I wouldn't say, oh my God, he was this amazing player that I've seen, and no, not at all. But I thought he was solid. I'm taking on really reports from some high-ranking coaches and people within Spanish football, people who watch a lot of Spanish football, reporters, Guillem Balaguer, people like that, who say that he is the one player that is going to step into Busquets' shoes and potentially can be even as good, if not better, than Busquets. So, you know, we'll see. Everything is a gamble. We've just got to trust. Pep and the scouting team know exactly who they are and what they are. So, right. Hi, Andy. Great Khaldoonians for you. Yeah, I think I agree, Shedders. We should still be tough with the media. They sing about Rome because they won the European Cup there twice. Yeah, about Liverpool fans singing Rome. Reading between the lines, Khaldoon, he was saying he doesn't trust the processes, expecting being screwed over. Yeah, I think that's why he said if it went down to facts, Kiam, no problem whatsoever. If it's not about facts, then we're talking about a different thing. Saul or Rodri, who's better? Take your pick, Norman. I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you. Saul Niguez is a good player. Rodri, good player. Who is better? I've no idea. I'd probably take Rodri because of his height. And on the scouting reports that, if anyone can fill Busquets' shoes for boots for Spain and think that he potentially could be better, then he's got to be some player. I'll be honest with you. So I'd probably err on Rodri if I'm being honest with you. But like I said, I haven't seen masses of them. Maybe somebody who has can comment. Aston Villa won, yeah. Andy, please let Man City not force any player to sign a contract extension. Laporte, Bernardo signed contract extension when given the chance. These are the players who will City. Yeah, I don't think they'll be forced to. I don't think City will ever force them. I don't think you can force. You can't force any player to sign a contract extension like Sane. You just can't. It's one of those. So if they don't want to, City will say, "Fine, okay, we'll get the best possible money we can for you." Villa back in the Premier League. John Terry's back. Keep your women safe. I think Sane will stay. I hope so. They're in talks this week, and we'll see. We'll see anyway. But anyway, what do we get, and what do we end up on? Oh, nearly 50-50. We got 51 likes and 50 thumbs down. So there you go. 50-51, is it? Sorry, maybe something just changed. But anyway, 51-51. We got there in the end. Steven's Mangala video was funny, was it? I don't know. I haven't seen it. So don't watch the channel, so I've no idea. Is it the best Sane leaves? Is it best Sane leaves if in mind? Is it? Absolutely. We've always said if people don't want to be at City, then we sell them. It's that simple. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining in. You made me laugh today, even though it's been cryptic day. They're now giving thumbs up. Okay, so we're now going up, are we? Thank you very much. Give those thumbs up. Saved your thumbs up. Thanks the same. I just clicked thumbs up to make it 52-50. Cheers. Trying to balance it out. Great work, Andy. Thank you, mate. Laters, guys. Laters, Bernard. Cheers, Andy. You're welcome, Sergio. A bit of a shorter one today, but don't forget, check out the video we did with Seri earlier on today. It's on the channel. This video, if you've missed it and come in late, don't worry if you've come in late. Take care, Kiam. Thanks, Andy. Head bumps, you're welcome. My thumbs. I bet you've been going between the two, haven't you? Bastard. Andy, don't forget my check. Take care, Chris Baker. Don't forget, if you have come late and you're just tuning in, the thumbs down is all a bit of a joke thing, so don't take it seriously. Unless those 45, 44, it's going down and the thumbs up are going up. Unless all those Geordie fans are suddenly changing their mind and realising that they've been a bit of a bell end. But anyway, thanks, Mukund. Love you guys. Where's Race? He's out and about with his family. He was here very briefly, but he's had to go out. So 62 now. There you go. Have a great day. You too, Ava. Metal Rocks. Will True Geordie be able to handle being accused of buying the league? I doubt it. He's probably woke up last night or this morning going, oh my God, how am I going to defend this now? So we'll see. He'll come up with some shitty excuse or whatever else. He'll say it'll be different to what Man City are, and he'll say something crap like that. But he'll basically thank you, Sheikh Mansour's cousin, because you're going to make True Geordie look like an absolute bellend. But anyway, Andy works while Ray parties. Ain't that right? It's not fair. You're absolutely spot on. See you, Robert Lang. Guys, don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, click subscribe, click notification, and give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want today. Just make sure tomorrow it's a thumbs up, whoever's on the channel, with me or Ray. But otherwise, if you give a load of thumbs down to Ray, he won't be happy whatsoever. But anyway, don't forget, check out the Seri video we put out this morning. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll start looking over the next couple of days. We'll start looking at sort of transfer rumour videos, and we'll put some out on the channel, and we'll do some live vlogs, and we'll get really dig down deep into. See you next time. Might not be me tomorrow. It might be Ray. But we'll dig down deep into the transfers and the ones that we really think is going to come off or very close to coming off. But wait for Ray to give a thumbs down. Hey, can you imagine? But anyway, you've all been superstars. Have a brilliant rest of your, what it is in the UK, it's Spring Bank Holiday Monday. So most people are off, I guess, unless you're working in shops and things like that. So We'll be back